want to bring everyone else back on to the show. 1 year in lockdown, has anyone actually become a better person? I have took inventory and I have not become a better person. I didn't learn Spanish. I didn't write something incredible. Has anyone done anything, or can I feel good about myself?
I think I did one thing that is really uncommon during a pandemic. I froze my eggs.
Oh.
That's great. Prosperity and just no one rushing you.
Yeah, and I figure maybe a couple of years from now, I'll get a good price for them on the black market.
Oh, yeah.
Kidding.
I did a 20-day water fast.
Yeah, I don't think you should do that. Did you feel good?
Actually, right at the beginning of lockdown, I found out I had Lyme disease. And I was trying to find out for the longest time what was wrong with my ass. Yeah. And I read that it totally eradicates Lyme from your body. So I was like, I'm doing this.
Didn't work at all?
No, it made me feel worse. It was really bad. But for some people, I guess it works.
Was there a day that was like a Wall-E hit, like around day 9, I think, in fast, where you start hallucinating or you start
I think like
not feeling hungry?
Day 17, around day 4, you don't feel hungry. But like the first week, I was like, this is awesome. I have so much energy and like, I'm not hungry. And then day 17, I was like, fuck, dude. And I just kept watching a bunch of mukbang videos and MasterChef.
It just made you more hungry watching the mukbang where people just like gorge themselves?
It like satisfied me.
Jackie, have you done anything? Have you learned a new skill at all? Have you picked up a musical instrument?
Well, I've played the guitar before and then forgot about it even existing. And so restringed the guitar, got back into that. This is so cliche, but since we weren't doing shows a lot, I had time, so I like wrote a pilot, so that's cool. Got me some final draft, learned about how to character descriptions, took classes on how to do it, so that's cool. Yeah, and then just like lots of therapy. Anyone else do that? That was what I did. A lot of like awareness, like there's a lot of I'm aware now, so that's good. That's what I've been doing. And I can do a few songs now. I can play a few songs.
Is there something anyone has narrowed down in their life on that note of like, is there something like, I could completely do without this? This is something I thought I needed in my life, but now that I don't have it.
Oh, a space and clothes.
Space. You don't need just to live in a big place.
I don't.
It's just the opposite.
I have a 1-bedroom and I'm like, I just need this one room. Like I'm always just in my living room. How about you guys?
I think other people's approval. I feel like on the other end of it, I'm going out doing all kinds of different outfits. I'm going to do my hair differently. I'm like already deciding like, am I getting tattoos? Maybe we do this. Like, I'm just like ready to go live yesterday. So I feel like I'm going to be taking more risks, I think, fashion wise, because I would always be like, this is not what people have been used to seeing me in. So it'll be a transit. No, we're not doing that anymore.
Man, this is a bummer. Everyone became a better person and learned a skill.
Yeah, I feel like certain ways I became really like way worse. Like I realized I can't live without Target. I was at Target like a good amount of time during the pandemic. And I'm talking about early when it was like, no, stay at home. Like don't go out unless it is absolutely essential. I'm like, but I want to smell a candle. Like I was at Target.
Yeah. So your pitch is to close every small business. And that's what I learned is I don't need small businesses. I need stores packed full of people.
How about you, Moses?
I think personal space of like, I need this time to be alone. I think I need less of it. Still some of it is healthy, but I don't need as much as I thought I needed.
You had your fill.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah. None of this is like, you're not happy unless you can share it with someone. Isn't that a little sweet thing?
Yeah. I get that. I hear that.
And then the last thing before we all cry, if you could change one feature about Zoom today, and it goes across the board, what would it be?
Should never have your self view.
Yes.
I don't want the self view ever. I don't care. I don't want to see it. Leave me alone.
I would change the mics. I don't like that when one person speaks, it cancels one other person out. I would change. It seems like the system operates on one major mic, if that makes sense. I would change that.
Mic. Okay.
Yeah, the mic, the sound on Zoom.
That's a good one.
Especially if
I was going to interrupt you.
But especially if you're doing stand-up, if we've all done Zoom on stand-up, it sucks. It's like I didn't realize until I listened back after like my first show, when they're still laughing, they can't hear anything that you're saying. Like you're completely knocked off the sound because their laughter, like dominate.
You're 10 steps ahead.
Someone's way too close to the mic going, ah. I was watching one of Jackie's stream and someone was coughing.
Yeah, Zoom comedy is when the laugh actually becomes a heckle. Like, definitely, we had that a few times where I was like, all right, we get you're enjoying this show, but can you do it more quietly? Like, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jackie, what would you pick?
I would add a button where the host can automatically require video to turn on. Like, I would love to just turn video on when people are hidden. I want to see what they're doing behind closed doors. And I would love to just be like, beep, and then everybody is revealed. Oh, that would be, what a power move. That would be.
What if they're doing something nasty?
I want that. I know. This is entertaining for me. This is entertaining. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so invasion of privacy is what we selected. I would pick one end meeting button, not the second end meeting. That are you sure you have to?
Yeah.
Just over click, because people have picked their face of like, all right, thank you guys so much for doing the show. My name is Moses Storm. We'll be back.
Oh, totally. I hate that thing where you're like, it's so unattractive. You want to cute. You want to like a good, cute end.
Everything ends that way. From happy hours to these shows to like meetings of just like some of the.
And you never remember that you have to do that. It's always like you click the leave meeting and you're like, oh yeah, I got to do this. Ugh.
Your eyes wander and it looks weird.
Or you try to leave on a joke and then it bombs and you're like, all right, let me find that. Jackie, where can people find you?
Just go to Instagram, Jackie Comedy. Woo!
Yeah, and then there's an outdoor show coming up if people are in the Bay Area.
Yeah, for folks, it's in Half Moon Bay. It's on April 21st, 7 o'clock. It is called The New Abnormal Comedy Show at the San Benito House Cantina in Half Moon Bay.
That's fine. At Zainab, you have both podcasts, Honesty with Z, Just Friends, and then Upload, right?
And Upload, yeah. And if they want to check me out on social media, it's Zainab Johnson, Zainab Johnson.
That's great. And then Natalie, you are selling water pills.
Yes.
For your new extreme diet.
Yeah, you can get water pills at my Instagram at NatDogCatDog, and you can check out my podcast called Hidden Mickeys.
Yeah, and then of course there's Nate.
Oh, and my special Nate on Netflix. Yes, thank you so much.
You should definitely watch that.
One.
Thank you guys so much for doing the show. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad we all got to talk.
Yes, thanks for having me, Moses.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Jackie. Good to see you, Natalie.
Nice to meet you too. Good to see you,
Nice to
Zainab.
meet you, Natalie, Moses.